Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Gosh Darn It versus Millennium's Ring, and this is going to be a tournament. This is a 8-person tournament hosted in the Colosseum Discord. If you want to go ahead and join any future tournaments or money matches, go ahead and join down below at the top of the description. And this is just round 1 of an 8-person tournament, so it's single elimination, so there should be 4 rounds and then 2 rounds in 1 round, so we should be uploading roughly 7 from this mini tournament. We have Malcharmy, Meows, Pre-Prep, Fualos, Prayers, and Droll. They have Ketsu, Fualos, Ash, Ketsu, and Pan, 40 versus 42. And then Draw Phase, Activate, Prayers, they go ahead and Ash that. Yeah, and I mean, Pre-Prep's looking pretty good now. Pre-Prep, go ahead, grab out the Habakiri plus Mirror. Okay, and now main decking Meows is also interesting because there has been like a heavy uptick in Dracotail, like a very heavy uptick in Dracotail. But I guess there's also been more Malice too, so Meow's, good against them. It's good against the Mirror too. Activate Haba, Chain Fualos. So summon Saji, tribute Saji, they draw Lucius, and then Saji effect goes search, and then grab out Ritual Spell from the deck to the hand. And now we can go activate Ritual Spell to summon from hand by dumping from deck. And then we're going to go ahead and dump Kusanagi, Aramasa. And then new Chain Link, activate Kusanagi 1, Aramasa 2. So add back Prayers and go ahead, search out Murakumo. That is fine. And then activate Mirror, Tribute Haba, summon out Murakumo, new Chain Link. We have Habakiri effect to go ahead, search for the trap card and summon itself out. Yep. I've also noticed that there's less Dark Ruler in the main. So maybe the trap doesn't need to be main decked. You do play like a lot of awkward cards in the deck. I mean like Kusanagi, Ritual Spell, Mirror, Meow, Trap Card, Fualos. Like a lot of these cards can just be awkward cards going first. Murakumo, Futsu, normal summon out Meow, and then use Meow plus Habakiri to make IP. And then they draw 5 mana. Okay, that's pretty good. Go ahead, set the trap, set prayer, end domain, activate 5 mana effect, and then chain Murakumo in response to force him to discard. They discard Ketsu, then use Lucius plus Pan to summon Arthalion. New Chain Link. We're going to go Arthalion, Chain Link 1, target Lucius plus Murakumo, Chain Link 2, Pan, Chain Link 3, Lucius, and then, that's going to go ahead resolve. So pop IP, bounce Murakumo, set Flame plus Rahu, add back Lucius, and then they discarded Ketsu earlier, so we definitely know Ketsu's in hand right now, based off of what they set. Not definitely, but I guess you could, assume. And if they had another monster, maybe they would have gotten rid of it to fuse for Arthalion to get an extra add back there. Flame is pretty good though, being able to hit Prayers, because that'll keep them off of the trap card being live. So it's like technically they don't have to have Ketsu here because the trap Flame is really good. So they're going to go ahead, pass, they draw and Lockbird, and then try to go main phase, but during standby phase, Prayers, tribute Murakumo, chain the Dracotail Flame there. Also doing it during standby, so that way maybe they could droll the opponent, but it would be Murakumo 1, and then any response, and then, droll Chain Link 2, so the Murakumo won't even search, but at least our opponent's under droll. That is kind of tough, though, because, we really are at, 0 follow-up altogether, and we're hoping that our opponent sets up 0 interruptions when we know they have Rahu, so it's it's already over. They're gonna go ahead, Rahu, dump Fualos, Lucius, Droll from hand, and then Urgula from deck, and then go ahead, summon out Arthalion, new Chain Link, Arthalion, 1 target, Ash Blossom, and they just go ahead and emit the feed. They weren't even gonna, I don't think they were gonna pop the back row with Urgula, just because the trap engrave is better than it is on field there, but honestly, it didn't even matter. We have Retaliatency, Obedience School, Lollipop, Cupsy, Marshmallow. They have Fualos, Rahu, Malulu, Vimena, and Fualos. So they do play Obedience School, even though they are playing the Mitsu build. Main phase, Marshmallow, affect the special, and then on res, drop Fualos. And then they have another Fualos, but they can hold it, because if they drop another one there, then it might be a little bit weird. Also, if the opponent just, passed, that would be weird for us, right? We can just wait. And then we could also drop Fualos on our turn too, but we have 5 mana, so they're going to go ahead, Cupsy, grab out Surprise from the deck, set Surprise, go end of main. Okay. And the opponent's just fine with it. They could have 5 mana and then set from deck and add back the 5 mana Malulu, which doesn't seem bad. And then, the opponent, if they try to play, they still are under the Fualos. Pass, they draw into the Fallen and the Virtualist, and then go main phase, normal summon Malulu, and then activate Rahu, and then chain Retaliating Sea in response, chain Malulu effect, fuse off 3 from hand, bring out Arthur Lion, and then the Rahu will not resolve. New chain link, Arthur Lion effect, try to add back the Malulu 5 mana from grave, and then go ahead, chain the Malulu 5 mana effect, negate Retaliating Sea, set Ketu, set Dracotail Flame, add back the 5 mana, add back the Malulu, and then now anything on resolution, I was going to say they have surprise, but I don't think you'd really activate it here. Activate Ketu, go ahead, search, and then fuse. So they will go ahead and grab out Urgula from the decks of the hand, okay? And then thinking what to fuse off the Arthur Lion plus Urgula into Gulamel. And then new chain link, we have Urgula Graveyard Effect. And then thinking in response, we're going to chain Surprise to try to bounce back the Gulamel plus Flame. Yeah, I guess we could have waited for Gulamel effect to pop, but they might pop Retaliating Sea, and I guess that's like a free pop for them, but then we don't have to use Surprise right now, but that's not true because they're using Urgula, so we would be forced to anyhow. They're going to go ahead, chain 5 mana, chain Gulamel to go ahead pop, and then get rid of Cupsea, and then chain Quick Play Spell to go ahead dump and out Marshmallow, so just trying to out the follow-up there. And then they get the fuse off in the Secretarian Dragon, and then new chain link. They've already used Malulu, could send them back Arthur Lion there if they'd like. So they will go Arthur Lion effect, special summon itself out. Okay, forgot Urgula, stupid long chain. Oh yeah, they didn't even set from deck off of that. True. So they're gonna go ahead. Wait, they activated it though, right? Am I tripping? I'm pretty sure they activated. Declare. Hold on, right here. Using, okay, no, I gotta go up a little bit higher. Sent Ketu, declared Urgula effect. Yeah, I mean, they declared the Urgula. Now they're gonna go ahead, Urgula, grab back 5 mana, put back Secretarian Dragon, summon back out Malulu or Gulamel, put back Gulamel, summon out Malulu, battle phase, attack over with 29, and then attack, so 41. And then main phase 2, and then end phase, Albion effect, go ahead, set the Virtuous, and then pass turn, they draw Ghost Spell. Ooh, okay, so Obedience School will resolve now. So go main phase, and now they go normal Lollipo, no effect of Lollipo, they're going to go Virtuous to out that, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to bait the opponent into outing the normal summon with that, so that way they don't have to deal with this card later, because this is already dealt with. They're going to go activate Obedience School, chain Flame, chain Ghost Spell, and now they get to resolve and go ahead special summon out 3 from deck, and now the 5 mana in hand isn't even very good. They do have Malulu also. Yeah, this is fine here. And now turn Cupsea into Snatchy. Snatchy effect to go ahead, place from deck, place Mingyang, and then thinking on resolution, okay. I doubt they play Phyla, they might. Mingyang summon back out Marshmallow, and then Marshmallow to grab back Surprise from the graveyard to the hand. And then res anything, no. Turn Cookie into Snatchy. Snatchy plus Marshmallow into Cupsea Yummy Way. Cupsea Yummy Way effect, go ahead, search and discard. Grab out Cupsea Yummy, and then grab out Lollipo Yummy, and then discard Lollipo. Okay, playing multiple Lollipo, even in this build, but they also play Obedience School. They also play Heavy Mitsurugi. Kind of crazy. Okay, the opponent's going to go ahead and admit defeat there. They could have still set off Urgula. I don't know why they were like, oh, I forgot it. I mean, yeah, you forgot it, but you declared it, so you still get the set from deck. It's not like you declare it and then don't set from deck. So yeah, I mean, they could have set from deck. Yeah, I guess it's not like that big of a difference. Realistically, like maybe the draw off of like Sting is the difference there. I guess Horn would have also been really good because you could Horn the Lollipo back to hand, and then you still have the Quick Play spell to out a face-up card, which outs Mingyang. That's not bad, but they have Surprise that they could chain at any point to bounce Field Spell and replace it. So I don't know if it actually made a difference there. Now we have Bell, Retaliating Sea, Marshmallow, Ash, and Cookie. They have Fenrir, Rahu, Phimena, the Fallen and the Virtuous, and Lucius. So go main phase, special summon out Fenrir, normal Lucius effect, go ahead search Malulu from the decks in the hand, playing around Droll, and now Fenrir effect goes search, grab out another copy of Fenrir from the decks in the hand, activate Rahu, chain Retaliating Sea, chain Phimena, go ahead fuse off Lucius plus all the monsters in hand to summon Arthaline, so Rahu will not resolve. Okay, so let's see what board they could have, let's see what board they make here. Because they could have just said, okay, fused off like Fenrir from hand, plus a random Dracotail from deck, and then could have went ahead and made Gulamel instead of summoning Arthalion, and then just go New Chain Link, Fenrir, banish this card face down, and then now we can go activate Phimena, fuse off like Lucius off field, Malulu from hand, and then bring out Arthalion. And now you can activate Arthaline effect to try to add back Phimena. And then you have Malulu and Lucius to go ahead and set from deck. And then that can get you, I guess, maybe Ketu in the pan. Or maybe just go ahead and set spell or trap cards. Definitely set the spell negate at least. So they're going to go Arthaline, try to add back Phimena, Malulu, chain Malulu, Lucius, and then Fenrir, banish face down. Now they're going to go ahead and set the Flame from deck. Yeah, always setting that. And then setting Ketu from deck. Because remember, this also isn't pure Yummy. Like, this is also Mitsu Yummy. Now activate Ketu, and then in response, we're going to go ahead and Ash Blossom that, shutting it down, and then set the Virtuous, and then pass turn. Okay, drawing the Prayer. That's a really good draw there. Now they can go draw phase. Activate Prayer, no Tribute, chain Dracotail Flame, chain Ghost Spell onto that, shutting that down. Go ahead, search out Habakiri. Now go main phase. Activate the Habakiri effect. Go ahead, summon and tribute. So summon Saji, tribute Saji. Saji effect goes search. Saji grab out Ritual Spell from the deck. And now anything on res? No. Now we can go activate Ritual Spell to dump Kusanagi, Aramasa, summon out Haba from hand. New Chain Link. Activate Kusanagi to add back Ritual Spell. Aramasa to go search. Grab out Futsu from the deck. And then add back Ritual Spell from the graveyard to the hand. Res. Fenrir. Go ahead, banish Haba. That's fine, and then still have Ritual Spell though. So it said sorry, think Ritual Spell to go ahead summon from deck now. So bring out the Habakiri, tribute Futsu from hand, and then Futsu Chainlink 1, or not Habakiri, my bad, Murakumo Chainlink 2 to go ahead wipe the board, and then go ahead grab out Mirror from the decks in the hand. They said res anything, no. Activate Mirror, chain the Fallen and the Virtuous to try to go ahead dump for cost, and then out Murakumo. They dump Albion the Branded Dragon, and then chain Murakumo to make him discard the Phimena, and then yeah, Mirror doesn't resolve, and now we go activate Marshmallow effect, and then we also show them the cookie too, and then say GG. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, I mean the opponent could have also, like last turn, I guess just Arthaline adding back Phimena. They didn't want to do that because I mean they could have set 2 from deck afterwards too, while still outing it, and then they would have had Gulamel on field as an interruption also. But I guess it is fine. Yeah, I don't think the way they played that was like too bad there. I guess I'd have to like look back and see like exactly what we could have done if we just like let Retaliating Sea resolve instead of chain Phimena, because I'm pretty sure if we just let it resolve, we dump the Fenrir from hand, dump a blank from deck, summon Gulamel, Fenrir, banish face down, Phimena, fuse off Lucius plus Malulu, 1 from hand, 1 from field, bring out Arthaline, and now we have Arthaline effect to go ahead add back the Phimena from the graveyard that was used to fuse those off. Lucius, Malulu, we can go ahead set Ketu plus a trap card like Flame plus Ketu like they did here. Activate Ketu, get hit with Ash Blossom. Now we have Flame, which will get hit with Bell. We have Phimena, which is live with the Ghoul. Wait, Phimena, is Phimena live? Yeah, Phimena would be live because we have Arthaline and Gulamel on board, so we can make something with those. And then, yeah, then we have Gulamel pop. We still have the Virtuous, so I guess you get like 1 more interruption in that scenario, right? So, I don't know, maybe that was the correct one. I have to actually, like, look at it to make sure I'm also thinking about the scenario correctly, because I'm pretty sure that's what the situation was. But that is going to be it for the video. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.